Yes, sir. Here we are once again. Um, guys, I'm a sucker for good news, and I like to keep people informed. I don't know if you guys have heard, but GME had some earnings, and they blew it out of the water. Things are actually looking good in the long term. The stock got hurt today because obviously the shorts are going to short, and they don't want to get caught with their pants down. I think it's too late for that. They're trying to cover as much as they can. However, that's not why I am here right now. The reason I am here at this moment in time, my fellow simpletons and degenerates, is because Open Door Technologies just went up like 40% after hours, right? And you're going to ask yourself, holy moly, what happened? Well, turns out that we have um, some breaking news, and I wanted it to come in and say what's up, as well as just celebrate a little bit and tell people that have been watching me for the last year and a half. We did it. I told you guys. I don't know what else to say. I'm quite happy at the fact that things are going well for the Savage stocks, and we've been making some good calls on this channel. I'm happy that you guys are following, and I'm happy that you guys are making money. More than anything, I'm glad to see you guys are in the game, and you guys are gonna get paid. That's all I got to say about that. But yes, Open Door Technologies tapped a new CEO, and they pretty much pilfered um, one of Shopify's top agents, and the stock is going to go. The stock is going to go to 2025. Man, it's just a matter of time. Um, this guy knows exactly what to do and how to do it. Open Door is probably is it the next Carvana? Is it one of those stocks that was pretty much dead, and everybody was just, I mean, the shorts were just relentless. They crushed the fucking stock to 60 cents, man, to like 62 cents a share. I mean, they were just relentless. They got greedy, and I think they got caught with their pants down, and it's a wrap. Right now, it's just after hours, and people, I mean, are already going nuts. The Reddit crowd is going nuts, and they're buying this hand over fists because they know shorts have to cover, and they tomorrow, once the market opens, we'll see what happens. But as of right now, the stock is up almost 250 a share after hours. This stock was 60 something cents a few months ago a share. I was banging the table. I was pounding the table, telling people, 6 7 months ago, buy the shares. I am a very big proponent of acquiring your stock via cash secure puts. And I was telling people when the stock was like 80 cents, 90 cents, I was like, guys, do some, like, if you don't want to shop right now and you don't want to buy it, at stock at market price, do some cash secure puts. Sell some $1 cash secure puts and bring in 25 cents, 20 cents, And I was telling people that. And I'm sure those people ended up getting those shares assigned to them. And sure enough, a month later or so, they saw their stock go through the roof, and they've been doing cover calls on it since then. Some people have done $7, $8 cover calls, and they've gotten $1 or $2 per share. Looks like it's going to be time to roll now, or you have a decision to make. But buying the stock at 60 cents and having it 10x on you and selling it, it's not bad at all. Um, the funny thing is that this shit could take 100x or more, because the shorts got caught. The shorts got caught, and at this point, they're going to try to cover. They're going to try their best to cover. And if the stock gets away from them and it goes to like $10 $15 a share, it's going to be nasty. It's going to be nasty. And it reminds me, more than it does GME, the way that they were just really just, I mean, they were relentless. GME, they were kind of taking their time and just hitting it at very specific times, kind of ladder attacking it, right? But with Carvana, it was relentless, relentless. They just kept in, and I mean, they were just like, there's no fucking way that this company's worth more than like $1 a share. I mean, they were just pounding it, right? And it was like $200 a share or something, and they drove it to like $4 a share, $3 a share, or something like that. And guess what? Carvana's now like $300 a share. $300 a share. Open door is 818, guys. It's 818, and I'm as happy as a clown because I called it. And I told you guys this stock, and you don't have to believe me. Like, you can just watch the videos, right? You can just watch the videos. And I was telling you guys, this stock is going to $6, $8. It's going to $6 to $8, and if it holds 8, it's going to 10, and if it holds 10, it's going to 20. Man, there's nothing stopping it. There's no gaps to fill. There's nothing. It's just gonna run. It's like a hot knife through butter, baby. It's gone. It's gone. So for those of you guys that are in this stock with me, it's a beautiful thing, and I'm glad that you guys are smiling the last few weeks because it's been a little bit of a headache, right? The volatility of the market, but at the same time, we're options traders, baby. We love volatility because this is what our bread and butter is, right? This is what pays the bills. Literally, you sell some covered calls when the stock is going on a run, and then you go and sell cash secure puts when the stock is severely, depreciated, and it goes down 10, 15, 20% in a day or two, and then you see the stock is undervalued. You go in with some cash secure puts, out a few months and bring in a lot of chunk of change so that you can get the stock for even cheaper. And you dare the market to come in and give you those shares, right? And if it doesn't happen, you do it again, and then you do it again. And until it happens, you do it again. So your cost basis keeps going down, right? Open door was 60 cents. It was in the 60s. And now it's 818. What's going to happen? Nobody knows. Nobody knows what's going to happen. But it smells like Carvana. It smells like Carvana. Jude K is saying, hey, Savage and all. Moneymaker Juan is in the house saying, whoa. Mark C saying, what a surprise. Indeed, it is a surprise. I just felt like going live because I was just like, you know what? I just got to go make a video real quick. See who's out there. Which one of these scalawags and ne'er-do-wells are in the mood to like hear me spiel again and talk and open my mouth and you guys hear, and it's all good. We're just celebrating at this point. I don't want to really drink right now because the kids are home, and I don't want them to see me drinking. I don't like to drink, but I'm definitely going to open up a few beers tonight. I'll tell you that right now, guys, because it's been good, man. Between GME and Open Door and AOI, and TerraWolf and Rigetti, QUBT, Serve, ASST, NVTS, Weeble Premiums, Archer. I mean, it's been good. It's been good, and I gotta celebrate a little bit. And I have to come in and say what's up to the people, man. I have to say what's up to the culture over here, and see what you guys are working on. And if you guys are aware that Open Door is in fact going up a bit right now. It's up. Let's see. It is up a beautiful 33% right now. It was up as much as 40% at a point, but now it's 33. But it's after hours, so just know that tomorrow has yet to happen, right? And it's not even Friday. So tomorrow's Thursday. Option expiry day is Friday. And do we have triple witching hour? When do we have? I think it's October actually, but it's getting interesting, my friends. It's getting interesting. All those contracts have to be closed. All those contracts are now in the money. And if you bought some calls, some $4 or $5 calls, these right now are in the money. I don't advise people to do covered calls or to do calls, on my channel. I want you to sell the calls. But I did make a comment a few times where I said, if you're going to do covered calls, don't waste your own money. Make sure you sell some cash secure puts, bring in a lot of premium, and then use that premium to buy some calls. And they have to make sense, right? They have to make sense. They got to be somewhere where you know that, you're going to be comfortable. If things don't go your way, it's all good. But if things do go your way, you're going to get paid. And so that's where we're at right now. Let's see here. Let's go. What's good? Where's the next open? Where's the next open? The visual arts. There's always another stock, man. That's the thing. There's always another stock. I mean, you know, uh not open, but smart rent is still there. It's 140, 141, 145, something like that. So smart rent is there. Open is gonna go to 20. I mean, I don't know. I can't predict the future and tell you exactly when it's gonna happen, but it is gonna happen. It's gonna take time. I don't have my crystal ball. I can't pinpoint exactly, the date and time. If I could, I would not be here. I would probably be like sitting next to Jerome Powell and having dinner. But that's not the way things are. I'm actually here talking to you guys and hoping that you guys are in fact watching and do know that you could take advantage of this pop. Right now, the calls are gonna go nuts. And if you sell some, even September 19th for next week, some tens, let's see, some tens before market closed. The September 19th, because it is the third Friday of the month, that's where the most of the open interest and volume is, which makes it easier to come in and out of options, right? Of your contracts. The $10 calls, we're going for 10 cents today, as high as 13 cents. Those are going to be probably $1 tomorrow, if not $1.50. Keep an eye out. Those are not going to be cheap. And so this is where the game is. So if anybody bought 10 cents calls, tomorrow you're going to print. Your shit's going to go brrr. So anyways, look, we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. But if you're holding Open Door Technologies and you've been looking to get paid somehow, but you just don't want to sell the stock just yet, you can sell a covered call and sell some tens. They're the market to take you out. If you bought at 60 cents and you sell at $10, you like 16, 17x your money. You could hold, of course you can hold and hope for the best, right? But you bring in $1.50 in premium, and you sell for 10, you're essentially selling for almost 12. So you almost 20x your money. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that at all. And then you can take that money, see how things are flowing next week or the week after, and see if you go back in through cash secure puts, right? And then just start again. Learn how to take money off the table. You feel not comfortable doing covered calls? Okay, you have 1,000, 2,000 shares, sell half. Sell half, take money off the table, right? Do some stinkers. If it goes to 9 or 10, great. Sell at that. If you have a number in mind, have a plan, right? And guess what? Take money off the table, make it real, and then pay for some bills. But I'm excited to see what happens tomorrow, man. Let's see here. The next open, there's always another next open, my friend. I told you. Right now, Smart Rent is just chilling right there. There's Origam. It's Origam is still there. I think it's like 70 cents or something like that. Organigram, I think it's let's see here. I'm excited to see the trading desk at 46. I'll tell you that. I'm trying to do some $40 cash secure puts on the trading. If I can get $5 for those, that's beautiful. NVTS is 570. Let's see here, my friends. Origin Materials. It's 53. It's 54 cents a share right now. You know, is it the next open door? I don't know, but it's 50. 54 cents a share right now. Got $54. Buy 100 shares. What's the worst that could happen? You lose $54. I'm sure you've done stupid shit and you lost more than that before. So ORGN is a ticker. It's a carbon negative materials company which engages in providing suitable materials by replacing petroleum-based materials with decarbonized materials. Um, Good company, very well ran. The 52-week high was $2 almost, and it's sitting at 1/4 that right now. You know, I'm just saying, having patience sometimes is key. Having patience is key, my friend. Man, the number 5 in the house. Jude K is in the house. Roaring Yiddy is in the house. Sup, biatches? It's squeezing, in my opinion. Roaring, I agree. I think it's squeezing. I think the shorts got caught. I think tomorrow they're gonna have to cover, and they got caught with their pants down, man. They're gonna cover, and it's gonna hurt. And I think that's gonna drive up the price to 10, maybe 11. Um, don't get surprised if you see 12, but it's going to 20. I don't know when that's gonna be, but it's just it's got nothing to feel. Nothing is stopping it. It's just the wild west right now. But yeah, no, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens tomorrow. But I'm just as long as you guys have a plan and you guys are ready on how to attack and how to make money, that's what matters, man. That's why I came on today, and I also take a little victory lap because it hit 8, and I have been telling people for a while this is it's an $8 to $10 stock, and now that we have a fucking new CEO in the works coming in, you know, uh, it's going to be very, very interesting. Let's see. Let me share my screen, my friends. Let me share my screen so you guys can see um, what we got going. All right, there it is. All right, here we go. Let me make sure that I am, in fact, showing over here. Why Open Doors' new strategy won't work? The haters are saying it's a strong sell. This is seeking alpha. Open Door Technologies' massive stock rally is driven by meme stock sentiment, not fundamentals. Is that what you guys are seeing? No, you guys are in the Business Insider. All right, so you guys are here. Open Door is being hailed as the next GameStop as investors flock the hottest meme stock around. Remember that Wall Street Bets is in on this, guys. That's another thing. The fucking ape army is here. And they don't go out quietly. It's so easy to move this stock right now. Open Door Technologies emerged as a darling among retail traders this summer. And I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a winter one. Remember what happened with GameStop? Okay? Remember what happened with GameStop? This is going to be fucking GameStop on steroids. This is going to be like Carvana. All right? You guys can look Carvana up. See what happened. The digital real estate company surged as a bullish on thesis from a hedge fund manager, and he was in fact right. I've been saying this before he came out and said it. I was telling you guys, this is a real estate play. It was getting choked to death, it was getting shorted to death, and it still refused to go to zero. And when there was whispers of a rate cut, right? And Donald Trump became president, I was like, this is going to be very interesting, because this is a real estate play. And once they cut rates, that's when real estate thrives. This stock is going to go to $3-4. And if it holds $4, it's going to 5-6. And if it holds 6, it's going to 8. And if it goes through 8, it's going to 10-20. It's just, there's different levels, right? You have to see that. You got to learn how to read some graphs. But even if you don't, there's history here. And in shorts, when they get caught, they panic. And I don't think I don't think they knew that Open Door was going to be it. And when the ape army got a hold of it, right? I'm telling you, if you had a few thousand shares, you're fucking laughing right now. A little known stock pumped up by super fans on the internet might sound like the stuff of 2021, but this year had has had its share of Mimi madness, Mimi stock madness, that is. And one stock in particular is in the spotlight right now. In July, shares of a small internet real estate company surged unexpectedly. Open Door Technologies had caught the attention of the hedge fund manager Eric Jackson, renowned for his accurately optimistic call on Carvana in 2023. The founder of EMG Capital revealed his position in Open Door, starting or stating that he believed it had significant growth potential. I'm telling you, this is 100x. I've been saying it. Um, Jackson's post was like catnip for the retail trade crowd, with forums like Wall Street Bets and Stock Twits lighting up with mentions of the company. Open Door stock has risen in a stunning 1,110% since July, when Jackson posted his outlook, and is up 315% year to date. The hedge fund manager told Business Insider over the summer that Open Door is not a meme stock, but it does bear some of the classic hallmarks of GameStop and others that have gone parabolic in recent years. Parabolic is the key, my friends. Retail investors' enthusiasm soars. Following Open Door's initial surge, Jackson told Business Insider that he didn't consider it a meme, uh, describing it as a compelling turnaround story with a real potential of massive gains. And I agree, because once the interest rates are cut, if we cut 50 basis points, listen, if we cut 50 basis points, this shit is going to be like fuel, like jet fuel. All right. And if we happen to cut again in October or November and again in December, which Donald Trump says he wants, it's going to get in very interesting. Um, Anyways, as you guys can see, um, this is Business Insider, right? But I also have to tell you guys that just like we have Business Insider telling us that this stock, has the potential to, go up massively, there's also some haters. Market Roaring Yeti saying market makers are going to have to hedge. Mark C saying roll January 27, $35 cash secure puts on GME 13.19. Well, good for you, my friend. I don't see anything wrong with that at all. That's easy money. If you look at the daily and weekly charts, open looks like it's going to rip. Open. The thing is that open has been looking like it's going to rip. It's a fucking powder keg. And I saw the RSI, I saw the DMAs, and it's just like I keep seeing dumb shit that just supposed to make no sense, and I'm like, is that really what? And I just see how the Bollinger Bands are set in the fucking, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm like, fuck it. This shit is it's gonna explode. And I think it's now with this catalyst, man. That's nothing. I honestly was just basically thinking once the interest rate cuts happen, this is gonna go to 8. But with these news of the with the CEO and the guy from Shopify, kind of they pilfered the Shopify guy. Oh my God, it's gonna be fucking madness. It's gonna be. I mean, this is a legit company. This is a legit company, and it's gonna make a lot of money. But people thought that they could short it to death. I mean, that's what happens. People got greedy. Short got greedy. This is what happens. Bulls make money, bears make money, pigs get slaughtered. If you look at the daily and weekly charts, open looks like it's going to rip, and I agree. January 8th, I remember. Yeah, yeah. CKT may have to look into rolling my October and November 7 cover call. It's all good. You can roll them to January 8th, 9s, and if it doesn't look good to you, just don't do anything. It's all good. You don't have to do anything. That's the thing. It's just you could just cross your arms and then just see what the stock tells you. You could go and see if it tomorrow it's gonna get hit a couple of times. I'm sure they're not just gonna let it go up, right? It's gonna come down. So if it goes up, like it's up like 35% right now, 33%. If it goes up like 40% and they hit it to like come back down to like plus 20%, so that means a 20% drop, right? Go with a cash secure put then. With a cash secure put then, and instead of doing like fours, like I was saying earlier, in threes, do a $5, do a $6 cash secure put out to like October, out to like November. Bring in $2, right? It's gonna be nuts. So like, just get paid. because right now this stock is going to fucking $10 a share. And if it holds 10, it's going to 20. It's gonna be fucking nuts. Anyhow, let me see here. Let me stop sharing this one and let me share, you know, let me share what the haters are saying, man. Here we go. Open Door Technologies, massive stock rally, right? Why Open Door's new strategy won't work? Strong sell. Um, uh, that was just written today, by the way. Massive stock rally driven by meme stock sentiment, not fundamentals. Not fundamentals, guys. Of course, it's got no fundamentals whatsoever. It's don't pay attention to all the fucking real estate that they own, to ridiculous amounts of money that they were bleeding because they owned all this fucking real estate, and they sold some. They sold a lot of it so they keep afloat, right? But they still have a ridiculous amount of real estate that they own. And once the interest rates go down, these guys are they're going to make a lot of money, man. So let's see here. Management's pivot to an agent-driven capital-light platform faces major adoption hurdles, especially in the competitive realtor market and with housing inventory locked up by high mortgage rates, which are going to come down. It's looking interesting. A sharp pullback in home purchases and inventory signals a significant revenue and sales decline in the upcoming quarters. We're carrying a new term, air pocket, right? But see, this is the thing. If we go down, let's say 1.5, 200 basis points, and instead of being like at 5%, we go to 5.5, we go to 3.5% interest rates. Guess what? Guess what happens then? People are gonna be like, holy shit, we can buy a house now, right? Yes, prices of the houses go up a little bit. It's just it's kind of like an inverse, right? When we have very high interest rates, prices of homes go down. But this is the thing, they haven't really go down that much, right? And now they're actually going to go up even higher. So before they go up a lot more, people are going to say, we're going to lock in this house at like 450, for like 4% or 3.5%. And because Trump is going to be in office for 4 years, he wants 0% fucking interest rates. They could always come in, right? And they could refinance later on. So the key is getting in getting a home, right? And you think these guys are not going to make any? They've setting on fucking tens of thousands of fucking houses. Given these headwinds and the stock's overvaluation, I don't think it's overvaluated at all. I am bearish to Open Door's outlook for the second half of 2025. You dumbass, oh ye of little faith. I here on share my sentiment on Open Door stock and why I see more upside in the near term. Here we go. Investment thesis. Open Door Technologies shares are up Monday morning about 4.5% in pre-market. The stock has been on quite a run this summer, up 454% on the 6-month chart. However, many investors and analysts are worried about the future of this stock since it has mainly been trading on the meme stock status. That's what they want you to think. However, even for a meme stock, this has been quite extended run. It really has, and it's nothing. I mean, it's nothing yet. Like this guy is a real deal. The Shopify guy is a real fucking deal. As of Q2 2025 earnings, we learned from management that there has been a big pullback in inventory. The company has purchased a lot less property, but they're sitting on a ridiculous amount of money. I mean, a real fucking property. And why would they buy property when the interest rates are so high? This move fits in with managers pivoting to being more of an agent-driven platform. I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that statement at all. But to say that they are not buying because they have they're not a good company, and that because the fundamentals are bad because they pull back in inventory. Well, the fucking interest rates are ridiculous. They're not gonna fucking that's dumb. Everybody knows that companies, when the fucking interest rates are down, they cut back, and when interest rates are high, they cut back. I mean, look at the fucking guidance that every single company out there is having. They're telling you guidance is down. Guidance is down. Fucking how much do you really care about the fucking rates? I mean, a lot, especially when you're in real estate. Anyhow, you guys can see that there's your bullish and your bearish thesis, right, for that. But I can tell you guys right now that Open Door is sitting on a lot of fucking real estate, and they are going to make a lot of money. Interest rates go down, it's going to be even crazier. They're going to be very well managed, and it's going to be very, very interesting to see, what happens. I'm excited to see what they have in store. I'm excited to see what's going to happen with my fucking shares. I already took a lot of money off the table, and now I'm just like, you know what? I'm thinking about going back in. I still have a lot of thousands and thousands of shares, either being held in through cash secure puts, some through calls. I sold some calls. I think those are pretty much in danger of getting, taken away, which is fine. I mean, I made money, but now I'm giving it a really good thought to like just basically saying what I said what I'm telling you guys to do, right? Where this is again, this is not financial advice. This is just me telling you what I'm going to do. Sorry. And basically, it's just yet on the first big pullback tomorrow. I'm going through a cash secure put, and then and then see it through. Go out to like maybe October, November, and see where the biggest volume is and where the biggest open interest is. Um, I'm guessing that probably the eights, the nines, the tens are going to have a lot of volume, and right now they were cheap, right? But tomorrow morning it's gonna be a frenzy. So let's see what the once the market opens, what happens, right? At this point, I'm just really excited, man. Um, Let me see what else can I share with you guys, man. Um, Let me see. Here we go. Stopping this so that I can then share with you guys um, this here. All right. Yep. Is that what you guys are seeing? Yeah. Open Door appointed Kaz Najatian as its new CEO, and co-founder Keith Brebois will return to the board. This guy was there when they were making a lot of money. His ideas obviously worked. I think that he took a step down because there was the pressure. People were like, "Why the fuck are we losing so much money? Well, you're getting fucking shorted." Najatian most recently served as Shopify COO, so Chief Operating Officer. The guy's going to be in charge of operating everyday operations and seeing how they manage the shit and make a lot of money. Carrie Wheeler resigned as CEO of Open Door last month after investor pressure. I mean, that's what happens. I mean, I don't think that she was not to blame for the stock being so low, man. The stock got fucking shorted. It just so happens that she was the CEO, and people want to see the fucking heads roll. Open Door, the online real estate platform that's seen a surge of retail investor interest in recent months, said Wednesday that it's tapped former Shopify executive Kash Najatian as CEO and named co-founder Keith Brebois as chairman. The stock popped 30% in extended trading and is now up more than 15-fold since hitting its record low in June. Brebois, a partner of Khosla Ventures, helped launch Open Door in 2014, along with a group that included Eric Wu, who served as the first CEO before stepping down in 2023. Wu is rejoining the board as part of Wednesday's announcement. The moves come after Carrie Wheeler last month resigned as Open Door CEO following an intense pressure campaign from investors. Rabois and the hedge fund manager Eric Jackson were among those who were vocal critics of Wheeler and called for her departure. The company was at risk of being delisted from the Nasdaq in May due to the stock price being below $1. Weeks later, Open Door attracted a surge in interest from retail investors, earning it the meme stock status after Jackson began touting the company. With the after-hours pop, Open Door now has the market cap of close to a $6 billion, up from less than $400 million less than 3 months ago. Oh, what a wonderful fucking difference that a couple of months can make, right? Najatian spent 6 years at Shopify and oversaw the Canadian e-commerce company's product division in addition to serving as a COO. Najashian's last day at Shopify will be September 12th, and the company's executive team will assume Kaz's responsibility. Shopify said in a regulatory filing, literally, there was only one choice for the job, Kaz. Rabois said in a statement, I am thrilled that he will be serving as CEO of Open Door. Open Door went public through a special purpose acquisition company, SPAC, in 2020. The company's business involves using technology to buy and sell homes and pocketing the gains. My friends, it is a beautiful, beautiful new day. Tomorrow, all bets are off. I'm very interested to see, how we're going to open. I'm very interested to see how things will unfold, and I'm interested to see just how much money you guys are going to make. And so, with that, I bid you guys adieu because my wife is coming home from work and I have to make some food. I am not only a trader extraordinaire and a dad of the year, but I am also a devoted husband, and so I have to make dinner, my friends. Um, Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and evening. We'll see you guys in the next 14 hours. I will come back tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m., 8:30 a.m., so that we can, touch base and see how much money we're making, how we're making it, what trades we're making, what moves we've made, and keep making money. The goal is to make 100 millionaires on this channel. You guys know that. Please share, like, comment, and if you guys know that someone's kind of on the fence about jumping into the stock market, let them know, hey, there's this crazy guy, the savage of Wall Street. uh this is his spiel, and he doesn't have commercials. He doesn't sell courses. He literally just will go there and tell you about his trades, and he uses kind of the wheel strategy in a really funky way. And you can make income by using your stock as collateral. You do have to take a dip. You have to have a brokerage account, but that's kind of like the biggest step. And then this is not rocket science. Anybody can do it. It's so easy a caveman could do it. And so yeah. Thank you for watching, guys. I really appreciate y'all. CKT, thank you for watching. Roaring Yitty, thank you for watching. Jude K, Moneymaker Juan, Mark C, Visual Arts, Mando number 5, Roaring Yitty. Like I said, thank you so much for watching. Ken's mom is in the house. Oh man, Ken's mom, you're kind of late. You're gonna have to watch on rewind. But yeah, so Open Door is it's pretty much. I mean, it looks like it's popping. It looks like it's mooning. So is it squeezing? Looks like it. Stay tuned, right? Guys, have a great night. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Be there or be squared. Until then, deuces. You guys know what's up. Peace out, guys. Good night.